loved travel. She was always game to go. But it wasn't until after she had established the pattern of her life, her family, her career, her summers at the cottage, that she started to explore beyond the boundaries of her own country. It was my fault. Having spent a wonderful year in Europe in the middle of graduate school, I wanted to share it with my parents. So in the summer of 1969, they and Ellen joined me in a used white Buick Opal station wagon that I bought for them, and we toured the continent, and they loved it. In her biographical essay for University House that you'll find in the programs, Mom mentions the travel they did, starting with the student groups that they led to England, Germany, and even Taiwan. But then after retirement, they continued to travel for their own enjoyment without a bunch of students in tow. I gained a special appreciation for the travel they did when I recently went through scrapbooks and the photo albums that Mom had put together of their trips. Her documentation was impressive. But my jaw dropped when I read about their 3-week tour of South America in March of 1988, followed by a 3-week trip to Turkey and then a week in the then Yugoslavia in May of the same year. It was on trying to digest these dates that I realized that I'm the same age now as Mother was when she made the trip to Turkey. And having just taken a trip to Turkey and Greece in May with my husband Don, I was impressed with my parents' stamina in doing 2 such huge trips, intense trips, just a month apart. But Mom was only getting started, as you can see from the list of places they eventually went. Israel, Vietnam, Australia, India, and there are more. After Dad died in 2003, Mom wanted to travel some more, but her travel companion was gone. So she asked if I would be interested in accompanying her on a trip. She decided she wanted to visit the country where her granddaughter Claire was spending the year between high school and college, Costa Rica. I agreed, but somewhat reluctantly. I wasn't sure about taking a bus tour, I liked independent travel, or about how wearing it might be on Mom. She was 84. But I also did not want to say no to her. So I took time off work and went. I need not have worried on either count. I soon realized that a tour is a true vacation. But I could also see that Mom's zest for new experiences made the travel invigorating, not wearing. She went ziplining in the rainforest. She went up crocodile-infested rivers to see tropical birds, and we saw so many. And we also managed to find Claire somehow in her little village where the streets have no names. Mom loved it all. Then, a couple of years after that, she said to me, I have one more trip in me. She knew herself. I liked Australia when Dad and I went there, she said, but I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. Would you go with me? I was retired by then and readily accepted. So we went on a tour down under, saw a bit of Australia, but mainly New Zealand. And this was in early 2006. True to her style, at 86, she was not content to just go with the program. She wanted to do the optional activities and make up a few of her own. She swam in the beautiful waters of the Great Barrier Reef. She walked the Sydney Bridge, everyone else just looked at it. And she insisted, as I don't think anyone else did, on climbing the Cathedral Tower in Christchurch. What a gift she gave me in inviting me to accompany her on these trips. It is one of the many gifts she gave me, for which I will be eternally grateful, starting with my very